First and foremost, silence your cell phones. Secondly, there is one exit that you can use during the performance, and it's that one right there. We ask that you please only use it in the case of an emergency, as that is also where the actors will be exiting and entering from. But if you do need to use it, take that side path there to get up to it. And so there's going to be one intermission during the show. It's going to be 15 minutes long. After intermission will be another hour of the play. And during the intermission, feel free to go over to our concession stand to buy some drinks or snacks or anything of the like that's over there. Or if you need to use the bathrooms, the ushers will point you in the direction of the nearest one. We are so grateful for you all for coming out tonight. This is a really great turnout, and we are so proud of the performance that we're going to be showing to you. So thank you for coming. We are so grateful to have experienced this amazing show alongside these amazing actors and artistic staff. And we just want to thank everybody involved and also everybody who's here today again. So without further ado, enjoy the show. Who's there?
Nay, answer me! Stand and go yourself!
Long live the king.
Bernardo?
He.
Oh, you come most carefully upon your hour.
'Tis now struck 12. Get thee to bed, Francesca.
For this relief much thanks. 'Tis bitter cold, and I am sick at heart.
Have you had quiet guard?
Not a mouse stirring.
Well, good night. If you do meet Horatio and Marcellus, the rivals of my watch, bid them make haste.
I think I hear them stand. Oh, who's there?
Friends to this ground.
Legion to the Dane.
Give you good night.
Oh, farewell, honest soldier, who hath relieved you?
Bernardo has my place. Give you good night.
Hello, Bernardo. Say, what is Horatio there?
A piece of him.
Welcome, Horatio. Welcome, good Marcellus.
What? Has this thing appeared again tonight?
I have seen nothing.
Horatio says that 'tis our fantasy and will not let belief take hold of him. Therefore, I've entreated him along with us to watch the hours of this night, that again this apparition come, we may approve our eyes and speak to it.
Tush, tush, 'twill not appear.
Peace, look where it comes again!
In the same figure like the king that's dead.
Thou art a scholar, speak to it, Horatio.
Looks it not like the king? Mark it, Horatio.
Most like it heralds me with fear and wonder.
Be spoke to.
Question it, Horatio.
What art thou that you search this time of night, together with the fair and warlike form in which the majesty of very Denmark did sometimes march? By heaven, I charge thee, speak!
It is offended.
See, it stalks away.
Stay! Speak! I charge thee, speak!
'Tis gone and will not answer.
How now, Horatio? You tremble and look pale. Is not this something more than fantasy?
Before my God, I might not this believe, if not for the sensible and true avouch of mine own eyes.
It's not like the king.
As thou art to thyself, this bodes some strange eruption to our state.
Good now, tell me, he that knows, why this same strict and most observant watch so nightly toils the subject of our land, and why such daily cast for brazen cannon and sword march for implement of war is there?
Marry, that can I. At least the whispers go so. Our last king, whose image even but now appeared to us, was, as you know, by Fortinbras of Norway, thereto pricked upon by a most emulent pride, dared to the combat, in which our valiant Hamlet did slay this Fortinbras, who by sealed compact did forfeit with his life all those his lands to the conqueror. Now, sir, young Fortinbras of unimproved metal, hot and full, hath, in the skirts of Norway here and there, sharked up a list of lawless resolutes to recover of us, by strong hand and terms compulsatory, those foresaid lands so by his father lost. And this, I take it, is the main motive of our watch. The source of these our preparations, and the chief head of this post-haste and bromage in the land.
I think it be no other. So we'll make sure that this pretentious figure comes armed through our watch, so like the king that was and is the question of these wars.
But soft, behold, lo, where it comes again. I'll cross it, though it blast me. Stay, illusion! If thou hast any sound or use of voice, I charge thee, speak! If there be any good thing to be done, that shalt thee do ease and grace to me. Oh, speak! If thou art privy to thy country's fate, which happily foreknowing may avoid, oh, speak! Or, if thou hast supported in thy life extorted treasure in the womb of the earth, for which they say you spirits often walk in death, stay and speak! Stop it, Marcellus!
Shall I strike it with my partisan?
Do if it will not stay!
Tis here! Gone! Do it wrong, being so majestic, to offer it a show of violence? For it is as the air invulnerable, and our vein blows malicious mockery. It was about to speak when the cock flew.
And then it started like a guilty thing upon a fearful summons. Let us impart what we have seen tonight unto young Hamlet. For upon my life, this spirit dumb to us will speak to him.
Now, though yet of Hamlet, our dear brother's death, we are but green in memory of it, shall importune us, bear our hearts in grief for what we have lost, with wiser sorrow that we think upon him with memory of ourselves. Therefore, our sometime sister, now our queen, the imperial jointress of this warlike state, have we, as if with were the defeated joy, have taken to wife. To all those who have gone along with this affair, our thanks. Now, for purpose of this meeting, the young Fortinbras, if not failed to importune us with message requiring the surrender of those lands which his father hath lost with all bounds of law to our most valiant brother. So much for him. Therefore I have writ to old Norway, requiring that the lists and full proportions be taken out of his countenance. And I ask you, dear madam, to take this letter to old Norway. Farewell, and that your haste commend your duty. And now, Laertes, what is with you? You spoke of some suit. What is that shall be my offer and not thy asking?
My dread lord, your leave and favor to return to France, from whence, though willingly, I came to Denmark to show my duty in your coronation. Yet now I must confess that duty done, my thoughts and wishes bend again toward France, and bow them to your gracious leave and pardon.
Have you your father's leave? What says Polonius?
Oh, he hath, my lord, run from me by laborsome petition, my slow leave, and at last upon his will I seal my hard consent. I do beseech you, and give him leave to go.
Well, take thy fair hour, Laertes. Time be thine, and may thy greatest graces be occurred in France. But now, my cousin Hamlet and my son,
A little more than kin, less than kind.
how is it that the clouds still hang on thee?
Oh, not so, sir. I am too much of the sun.
Good Hamlet, cast thy nighted color off, and let thine eye look like a friend on Denmark. Do not forever with thy veiled lids seek for thy noble father in the dust. Thou know'st 'tis common, all that lives must die, passing through nature to eternity.
Aye, madam, 'tis common.
If it be so, why seems it so particular with thee?
Seems, madam. Nay, it is. I know not seems. 'Tis not alone my inky cloak, good mother. The customary suits of solemn black, windy suspiration of forced breath, no. The fruitful river in the eye, or the dejected behavior of the visage, its moods, forms, shapes of grief that can denote me truly. These indeed seems. Their actions a man may play. I have that within which passeth show. These but the trappings and suits of woe.
Well, 'tis sweet and commendable in your nature, Hamlet, to give these sweet sorrows to your father, but you must know your father lost a father. This father lost his, and in survivor bound and filial obligation to do obsequious sorrow, but to persevere in obstinate condolement, why, 'tis unmanly grief. Now I pray you, throw away the trappings of woe and accept me as your dear father. For let it be known that you are most immediate to our throne, and as with dearest fathers to their sons, I impart my love to you. As for your desire to return to Wittenberg, it is most retrograde to our desires, so I shall love it if you stay here within our court, our chief discordier, our cousin, and our son.
Let not thy mother lose her prayers, Hamlet. I pray you stay with us. Go not to Wittenberg.
Shall in all my best obey you, madam.
Ah, 'tis a sweet and loving reply. Now come, madam, this gentle and unforced accord of Hamlet's sits smiling to my heart. Now come away.
That this too solid flesh would melt and thaw itself into a dew. Or the everlasting unfixed cannon against self-slaughter. God. Oh God. I'm very weary, flat, stale, and unprofitable seem to be all the uses of this world. Violent. Oh, fie, 'tis an unweeded garden that grows to seed. Things rank and gross in nature to possess it merely. That should come to this. Not 2 months dead. Nay, not 2. And so loving to my mother, that goodly king, that he would not beteem the winds of heaven, visit her face too roughly. Heaven and earth, must I remember, where she would hang on him, as if increase of appetite had grown by that which it fed upon. And yet she, even she, let me not think on. Oh, frailty, thy name is woman. Not 2 months dead, where yet her shoes were old when she followed my poor father's course, like Niobe, all tears. And yet she, even she, a beast with one of discourse of reason would have mourned longer, married my uncle. Yet no more like my father than I to Hercules. Where yet the salt of her most unrighteous tears had yet to leave the flushing in her galled eyes, she married. Such wicked speed, opposed to such dexterity to incestuous sheets. It is not, nor it cannot come to good. But hold my tongue first.
Hail to your lordship!
Oh, good Horatio. It'll be good to see you well. We'll make it from Wittenberg, Horatio, Marcellus.
My good lord.
Good sir. Good evening. I'm very glad to see you well. What? Faith make you from Wittenberg?
A truant disposition, good my lord.
When under your enemies say so, or shall do mine own ear that violence, making it trust to your own report against yourself. I know you are no truant. But come, what is your affair in Elsinore? Teach you drink deep ere you depart.
My lord, I came to see your father's funeral.
Pray thee, do not mock me, fellow student. I know you came to see my mother's wedding.
Indeed, my lord, it followed hard upon.
Oh, thrift, Horatio. The funeral begs me to stop coldly furnished forth the marriage tables. I'd rather see my dearest foe in heaven. Whenever I'd seen that day, Horatio. My father. Thinks I see my father. Where, my lord? My mind's eye, Horatio.
Oh, I saw him once. He was a goodly king.
He was but a man, taken for all in all. But I look upon his like again.
My lord, I think I saw him yesternight.
Saw who?
My lord, the king, your father.
Oh, the king, my father.
Season your admiration for a while within a tent here, till I may deliver, upon witness of these gentlemen, this marvel to you.
Now, God's love, let me hear.
2 nights together had these gentlemen, Marcellus and Bernardo, on their watch in the dead vast and middle of the night been thus encountered. A figure like your father appears before them, and with solemn march goes slow and stately before their oppressed and fear-surprised eyes, whilst they, distilled almost to jelly with the act of fear, stand dumb and speak not to him. This in dreadful secrecy impart to me they did, and I with them the 3rd night kept the watch, where, as they had delivered it, both in time and form of the thing, each word made true and good, the apparition comes. I knew your father. These hands are not more like.
Where was this?
We wrote it upon the platform where we watched.
Did you not speak to it?
Oh yes, my lord, but answer made it none. Yet once we thought it lifted up its chin and did address itself to motion, like as it would speak. But even then the morning cock crew loud, and it shrunk in haste away and vanished from our sight.
It's very strange.
As I do live, my honored lord, 'tis true, and we did think it writ down in our duty to let you know of it.
Indeed, sirs, but this troubles me. Be the watch tonight.
We do, my lord.
You saw not his face.
Oh yes, my lord.
What? Looked he frowningly?
A countenance more in sorrow than in anger.
Pale or red?
Nay, very pale.
Fixed his gaze upon you.
Most constantly.
Would I had been there.
It would have much amazed you.
Very like, very like. Stayed it long.
While one with moderate haste might count 100.
Nay, it was long, much longer.
Not when I saw it.
I'll keep the watch tonight. Perchance to walk again.
I warrant it will.
If it assume my noble father's person, speak to it. Though hell itself should gape it, then behold my peace. But if you've hitherto concealed this sight, let it remain tenable in your silence still. And whatsoever else shall hap tonight, create an understanding with no tongue. I will requite your loves. For now, upon this platform betwixt 11 and 12, I'll visit you.
We wait
Say
upon
to
your
your honor.
honor.
My loves is to yours. Farewell. Father Spirit in arms. All is not well. I doubt true foul play. Oh, the night will come. For now, sit still, my soul. Foul deeds will rise. All earth overwhelm them to its eyes.
My necessaries are embarked. Farewell. And, sister, as the winds give benefit and convoy is assisted, do not sleep, but let me hear them. Do you doubt that? For Hamlet, and the trifling of his favor, hold it a fashion and a toy in blood, a violet in the youth of primy nature, forward not perfect, sweet not lasting, the perfume and supplies of a minute, no more.
No more but so?
Think it no more. Perhaps he loves you now, but you must fear his greatness weighed his will is not his own, for he himself is subject to his birth. He may not, as unvalued persons do, carve for himself, for on his choice depends the safety and health of this whole state. Then he says he loves you, it fits your wisdom so far to believe it as he in his particular act and place may give his saying deed, which is no further than the main voice of Denmark goes along. Way of loss your honor may sustain if with too credent ear you list his songs or lose your heart or your chaste treasure open to his unmastered importunity. Hear it, Ophelia. Hear it, my dear sister.
I shall the effect of this good lesson keep as watchman to my heart. Good my brother, do not as some ungracious pastors do show me the steep and thorny way to heaven, whiles yourself like a puffed and reckless libertine himself with the primrose path with dowdiest shreds and erects not his own creed.
Fear me not. Stay too long. My father comes. A double blessing is a double grace. Occasion smiles upon second leave.
Yet here, Laertes, aboard, for shame. The wind sits in the shoulder of your sail, and you are stayed for. Oh, there, my blessing season this above all, to thine own self be true, and it must follow as the night the day. Thou canst not then be false to any man. Farewell, my blessing season this in thee.
Most humbly do I take my leave then.
The time invites you. Go. Your servants tend.
Farewell, Ophelia, and remember well what I have said to you. 'Tis in my memory locked, and you yourself shall keep the key of it. Farewell.
What is Ophelia he hath said to you?
So please you, something touching the Lord Hamlet.
Oh, Mary, very well bethought. It is told me he hath very oft of late given private time to you, and you have of your audience most free and bounteous. If it be so, as so 'tis put on me, and that in way of caution I must warn you, you do not understand yourself so clearly as it behoves my daughter and your honor. What is between you? Give me of the truth.
He hath, my lord, of late made many tenders of his affection toward me.
Affection? Oh, you speak like a brave girl, unsifted in such perilous circumstance. Do you believe his, tenders, as you call them?
I do not know, my lord, what I should think.
Oh, Mary, I'll teach you. Think yourself a baby that you are taking these tenders for true pay, which are not sterling. Tender yourself more dearly, my dear, or not to crack the whip in the poor phrase of running into us. You'll tender me a fool.
He hath, my lord, made countenance to his vows with almost all the holy vows of heaven.
I springes to catch woodcocks. I do know when the blood burns how prodigal the soul and the tongue vows. These blazes, daughter, giving more light than heat, extincted both even in their promise as it is a making, you must not take for fire. Yes, from this time be somewhat scanter of your maiden presence. For the Lord Hamlet, believe so much in him that he's young, and with a larger tether may be walked than may be given you. In few, Ophelia, do not believe his vows. They are brokers, not of that dye which their investments show, but mere importers of unholy suits, breathing like pious and sanctified bards the better to beguile. This is all. I would not, in plain terms, have you so slander any moment pleasure as to give words or talk with the Lord Hamlet. Look to it, I charge you. Come your ways.
Shall obey.
Here bites shrewdly. It is very cold.
It is a nipping and an eager air.
Indeed. What hour now?
I think it lacks of 12.
Nay, it is struck.
Indeed? I heard it not. Then it draws near the hour wherein the spirit held is wont to walk. What does this mean, my lord?
The king doth wake tonight. Takes his rouse. With a swaggering upspring reel, keeps the sail. As he drains his draught of greenish dawn, this the treadle, trumpets ray out, in the triumph of his pledge.
Look, my lord, it comes!
Angels and ministers of grace defend us. Be thou spirit of health or goblin damned! Be thou from the gates of heaven or the depths of hell! Be thy text charitable or wicked! Speak to me! I'll call thee Hamlet, King, Father, O royal dame! Let me not burst in ignorance, but tell me! Were thy canonized bones, burst in death, or burst from their cerements? Or in the sepulchre where we saw thee quietly inert, hath open ponderous and marble jaws and cast thee out again. Oh, tell me, thou dead corse, why again in complete steel thou revisited us thus, through the glimpses of the moon, and make night horrid. And we fools of nature, shaken so to our disposition with thoughts beyond the reaches of our souls. Why, what is this? Wherefore, what shall we do?
It beckons you to go away with it, as if its some impartment did desire to you alone.
But courteous action, it waves you to a more loose ground. But do not go with it.
No, by no means.
I will not speak, I must follow.
Do not go, my lord.
Wait, what should be the fear? I set my life not in a pin's fee. As for my soul, what can it do to that being? A thing is immortal's itself.
What if it tempt you toward the flood, my lord, or to the dreadful cliff that beetles o'er his base into the sea, and there assumes some other horrible form that might deprive your sovereignty of reason and draw you into madness? Think of it! The very place puts toys of desperation into every brave, without more motive that looks so many fathoms to the sea and hears it roar beneath.
I can be still. Go on, I'll follow thee.
You shall not go, my lord.
Hold off your hands.
Do not go, be ruled!
My fate cries out! Every petty artery in my body is as hard as the Manian lion's nerve. Still I'm called. Unhand me, gentlemen. I'll make a ghost of him that lets me. Go on, I'll follow thee.
He waxes desperate with imagination.
Let's follow. 'Tis not fit thus to obey him.
Have after, to what issue will this come?
Something is rotten in the state of Denmark.
Heaven will direct
Nay,
it.
let's follow him.
Where wilt thou lead me? Speak, I'll go no further.
Mark me.
Will.
My hour is almost come when I, to sulphurous and tormenting flames, must render up myself.
Alas, thou poor ghost.
Pity me not, but lend thy serious hearing to what I shall unfold.
Speak, I am bound to hear.
So art thou to revenge when thou shalt hear.
What?
I am thy father's spirit, doomed for a certain term to walk the night, and for the day confined to fast in fires till the foul crimes done in my days of nature are burnt and purged away. But that I am forbid to tell the secrets of my prison house, I could a tale unfold whose lightest word would harrow up thy soul, freeze thy young blood, make thy two eyes like stars start from their spheres, thy knotted and combined locks depart, and each particular hair to stand on ends like quills upon the fretful turpentine. But this eternal blazon must not be tears of flesh and blood. List if thou didst ever thy dear father love.
Oh, God.
Revenge his foul and most unnatural murder.
Murder.
Murder most foul. As in the best it is, but this most foul, strange, and unnatural.
Haste me to know it, so that I with wings as swift as meditation of the thoughts of love may sweep to my revenge.
Find me apt now. Here. 'Tis given out that sleeping in my orchard a serpent stung me. And so the whole ear of Denmark is by a forged process of my death rankly abused. No, thou noble youth, the serpent that did sting thy father's life, now wears his crown.
Oh, my prophetic soul. My uncle.
I am incestuous, that adulterate beast, with witchcraft of his wit, with traitorous gifts won to his shameful lust, the will of my most seeming virtuous queen. Hamlet, what a falling off was there from me, whose love was that of dignity, that it went hand in hand, even to that vow I made to her in marriage, and to decline upon a wretch whose natural gifts were poor to those of mine. Soft, methinks I set the morning air with lucky me. Sleeping within my orchard, upon my secure hour, thy uncle stole, with juice of cursed Hebanon in a vial, and in the porches of my ear did pour the leprous distillment, whose effect holds such an enmity with the blood of man that swift as quicksilver it courses through the natural gates and alleys of the body,
and with sudden vigor deposit and curd like eager droppings into milk the thin and wholesome blood, so did it mine. Thus was I, sleeping by a brother's hand of life, of crown, of queen, at once dispatched, cut off even in the blossoms of my sin, unhouseled, disappointed, unannealed, no reckoning made, but sent to my account with all my imperfections on my head. Oh, horrible, horrible, most horrible, if thou hast nature in thee, bear it not. Let not the royal bed of Denmark be a couch for luxury and damned incest. But howsoever thou pursuest this act, taint not thy mind, nor let thy soul contrive against thy mother aught. Leave her to heaven, and to the thorns that in her bosom lodge to prick and sting. Fare thee well at once. Adieu, adieu, Hamlet. Remember.
Oh, heaven. Oh, earth. What else? Shall I couple hell? But soft my sinews. Not instant will prepare me stiffly up. Remember thee. I, thou poor ghost. His memory holds a seat in the distracted globe. Remember thee. I, from the table of my memory, I'll wake away. I'll find trivial records. All saws of books. All forms, all pressures past the truth and observation copied there. And that commandment alone shall live within the book and volume of my brain. Unmixed with baser matter, yea. O most pernicious woman! Villain! Villain, smiling damned villain! My tables. These I set it down that one can smile, and smile and be a villain. At least it is so in Denmark. Defer to you, uncle. My word is adieu. Adieu. Remember me.
My lord!
I sworn it.
My lord!
So be it.
Secure him! Hello, ho, my lord!
Hello, ho, ho, boy! Come, bird, come.
Who is my noble lord?
Good news, my lord!
Oh, most wonderful.
Good, my lord, tell it!
Nay, you'll reveal it.
Not I, my lord, by heaven.
Nor I, my lord.
You can say the so, as the heart of man would think it. But you'll be secret.
I, my lord, we will.
There's no villain dwelling in all of Denmark, but he's an errant knave.
There needs no ghost, my lord, come from the grave to tell us this.
Very like. Very like. For I hold it best that we shake hands and part. You as your business and desire shall point you. For every man have business and desire, huh? And as for me, my own poor soul, look you, I'll go pray.
These are but wild and whirling words, my lord.
Apologize if they offend you heartily. Yes, in faith, heartily.
There's no offense, my lord.
But what there is, yes, by St. Patrick too, and much offense to it. Touching this vision here, 'tis an honest ghost that bid me tell you. Your desire to know what happened between us, or master it as you may. And I ask, as thou art good friends, art friends, scholars, and soldiers, grant me one poor request.
What is it, my lord? We will.
Never make known what you have seen tonight.
My lord, we will not.
Nay, but swear it.
In faith, my lord, not I.
Nor I, my lord, in faith.
Upon my heart, indeed.
We have
Swear.
already sworn.
No. Art thou there, true penny? Say'st thou so, boy? Come on, get him in the cellarage. Consent to swear.
Oppose the oath, my lord.
Never to make known what you've seen tonight. Swear by my hand.
Where?
Ah! You can do we can. And we'll shift our ground. Come hither, gentlemen. Swear like the oath. Upon my hand. Never to make known what you've seen tonight.
Where?
Ah! Well settled, mole. Can't work with ear so fast. I'm a worthy pioneer. Once
But this is wondrous strange.
Well, then as a stranger, give it welcome. There's more in heaven and earth than is dreamt of in your philosophy, Horatio. But no matter. Here, as before, never, God help you. No matter how odd, swear I should bear myself. Perchance methinks I am right to put an antic disposition on. You shall not, upon seeing me with arms encumbered thus, or some head shake, the pronouncement of some doubtful phrases. Well, we know, or we couldn't if we would, or if we list to speak, or there being if there might, some other ambiguous giving out that you know aught of me. This not to do. Therefore, in your time of great need, God help you, swear.
Swear!
Ah! Rest! Rest, perturbed spirit!
We swear.
Swear.
Very good. I'm so poor man that Hamlet is. I give you my thanks, and my love and friending to you, God willing, shall not lack. Let us go in together. Though I prithee, with your fingers upon your lips, indeed. O cursed spite. I was ever born to set it right. Nay, come, let's go in together.
How now, Ophelia? What's the matter?
My lord, I've been so frightened.
With what in the name of God?
My lord, as I was sewing in my closet, the Lord Hamlet and his niece knocked at each other with a look so hideous and purport as if he had been loosed out of hell to speak of horrors. He comes before me.
Mad for thy love.
I do not know, but truly I do fear it.
Well, what said he?
He took me by the wrist and held me hard. Goes he to the length of all his arm, and with his other hand thus o'er his brow, almost bruised on my face as he draw it. Long stayed he so. The last little shaking of mine arm, and thrice his head thus waving up and down, he raised his sigh so piteous of a sound, as it did seem to shatter all his bulk and end his being. This time he lets me go. And his head over his shoulder turned, he seemed to find his way without his eyes. Out of doors he went without their helps, and to the last vented their light on me.
Come. Go with me. I will go seek the king. This is the very ecstasy of love, whose private property fordoes itself, and leads the will to desperate undertakings as oft as may compassion under heaven that does afflict our natures. I am sorry, my dear. Have you given him any hard words of late?
No, my lord, but as you did command, I did repel his fetters and denied his access to me.
That hath made him mad. Oh, I am sorry that with better heed and judgment I had not quoted him. I feared he did but trifle and meant to wreck me, but oh, beshrew my jealousy. By heaven, 'tis as proper in our age, cast beyond ourselves in our opinions, as it is common for the younger sort to lack discretion. Come, going to the king, this must be known, which, being kept close, might move more grief to hide than hate to utter love.
Now welcome, dear Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Though, moreover, did we long to see you, the need to use you did approve our hasty sending. Something have you heard of Hamlet's transformation? Call it thus, since neither the exterior nor the interior of the man resembles what it was. What it should be that hath thus removed him so from an understanding of himself I cannot dream of, but I entreat you both that, being so brought up with him and so neighbored to his youth and behavior, to vouchsafe your rest a while here in our court, that maybe by your proximity he may regain his composure, and that you may gather, or glean by occasion, what it is that afflicts him thus, and when open to us we may remedy it.
Good gentlemen, he hath much talked of you, and sure I am two men there are not living to whom he more adheres. If it should please you to extend
extend your stay with us a while, to give us such gentry and goodwill for the supply and profit of our hope, your visitation shall receive such thanks as fits a king's remembrance.
Hope your majesties might, by the sovereign power you have of us, put your dread pleasures more into command than to entreaty.
But we both obey, and here give up ourselves in full bent, to lay our services freely at your feet, to be commanded.
Ah, well, thanks, Rosencrantz and gentle Guildenstern.
Thanks, Guildenstern and gentle Rosencrantz, and I beseech you instantly to visit my too much changed son. Go and find you where Hamlet is.
Heavens make our presence and practices most pleasant and helpful to it.
Aye, amen.
Oh, and the ambassadors from Norway, my good lord, are joyfully returned.
Oh, thou art still the father of good news.
Oh, am I, my lord? Well, I hold my duty as I hold my soul, both to my God and to my gracious lord. And I do think, or else this brain of mine hunts not the trail of policy as sure as it hath used to do, that I have found the very cause of Hamlet's lunacy.
He tells me that he has found the head and source of all your son's distemper.
I doubt it is no other but the maid's father's death and our or hasty marriage.
We shall see.
Your Majesty, to expostulate what Majesty should be, what duty is, why, day is day, night, night, and time is time, were to be nothing but to waste night, day, and time. Therefore, since brevity is the soul of wit, and tediousness the limbs and outward flourishes, I will be brief. Noble son is mad. Yes, mad client. For to define true madness, what is to be nothing else but mad.
More matter with less art.
Oh, madam, I swear I use no art at all. That he is mad, 'tis true. Pity 'tis true. 'Tis true, 'tis pity. A foolish figure, but farewell it, for I will use no art. Mad. Let us grant him that. And now remains that we find out the cause of this effect, or rather say the cause of this defect, for the effect effective cuts by cause. And thus it remains, and the remainder thus. I have a daughter, while she is mine, who in her duty and obedience hath given me this. Now gather and surmise. One moment, my good lord. To the celestial and my soul's idol, the most beautified Ophelia. Oh, that's an ill phrase. A vile phrase. Beautified. It's a vile. But you shall hear. Who, in her most excellent white bosoms.
Gave this from Hamlet to her.
Oh, stay a while, madam. I will be faithful. Doubt thou the stars are afire? Doubt that the sun doth move? Doubt truth to be a liar, but never doubt I love. Thine evermore, most dear lady, whilst this machine is to him Hamlet. This in obedience hath my daughter shown me, and or above hath all his celestines as they fell out by time, by means and place, all given to mine ear.
How has she received his
Oh, what do you think of me?
as of a man faithful and honorable?
Oh, I would fain prove so, but what might you think when I see this hot love on the wing. For I perceived it, I must tell you that before my daughter told me. What way do you, your dear majesty, the queen, here think if I played the desk or no table book, or given my heart a winking, mute and dumb, or looked on this love with idle sight? Oh, what might you think? No, I went round to work, and thus my young mistress I did bespeak, that she should lock herself from Hamlet's resort, admit no messengers, receive no tokens. Which done, she took the fruits of my advice, and he repulsed a short tale to me. Fell first into a sadness, thence to a fast, thence to a watch, thence a weakness, and thence to a lightness, yes. And by this clenching into the madness, wherein now he raves, and all we mourn for.
Do you think 'tis this?
It may be very likely.
Oh, had there been a time, I feign no doubt, when I have positively said 'tis so, and it proved otherwise.
Not that I know, but
Oh, well, take this from this, if this be otherwise. Where circumstances lead me, I will find where the truth is hid, though it were hid indeed within the center.
okay, but how may we try it further?
Well, he walks sometimes over 4 hours here in the lobby.
So he does, indeed.
At such a time, I'll loose my daughter to him. You and I behind Varus then, our clean counter. If he love her not, and be not from his reason falling thereon, well, let me be no assistant for his state, but keep a farm and carters.
We will try it.
But look, where sadly the poor wretch comes reading.
Oh, away, I beseech you both away. I'll board him presently. Give me leave. How does my good Lord Hamlet?
Well, God of mercy.
Do you know me, my lord?
Excellent, well, you are a fishmonger.
Not I, my lord.
And I would you were so honest a man.
Honest, my lord?
Aye, sir. For to be honest, is one man picked out of 10,000.
Oh, yes, very true, my lord.
Aye. The sun breed maggots in a dead dog is to be a god-kissing carrion. Have you a daughter, my lord?
I have, my lord.
Let her not walk in the sun. Conception is a blessing. The nights her daughter should conceive. Ha ha! See to it, friend.
How say you by that? Oh, still harping on my daughter. Yes, he knew me not at first. He said that I was a fishmonger. Oh, yes, but truly in my youth I suffered much extremity for love. Very near this, I'll speak to him again. What do you read, my lord?
Words, words, words.
What's the matter, my lord?
Between who?
The matter that you read, my lord.
Slanders, sir. For here say the satirical rogue that old men have gray beards. Their faces are wrinkled, from their eyes perch a thick amber and plum tree gum. They are most lacking a general wit, as with most weak hams. But this I do most powerfully and potently believe. In all honesty, that you, sir, must be as old as I am. If like a crab, you could go backwards.
How pregnant sometimes his replies are. A happiness that often madness hits on, that reason and sanity could not so prosperously be delivered of. My lord, will you walk out from the air?
Aye, sir. Into my grave.
Indeed, that is out of the air. Oh, this be madness if there is method in it. I will leave him now, and suddenly contrive the means of meeting between him and my daughter. My honorable lord, I will most humbly take my leave of you.
Oh no! My lord, please take anything from me that I would more willingly part with all! Except my life! Except my life! Except my life!
Very well, my lord.
Tedious old fools.
You go to seek the Lord Hamlet. There he is.
My honored lord.
My most dear lord!
Oh, Guildenstern, Rosencrantz, how do you both, good lads?
As the indifferent children of the earth.
Happy in that we're not over happy. On fortune's cap, we're not the very button.
Oh, for the sole of her shoe.
Neither, my lord.
I'm about her waist. We're in the secret part of fortune.
Your private suite.
Oh! Indeed, she's but a strumpet. Come, what news?
None, my lord, but the world's grown honest.
But in the beaten way of friendship, what make you an Elsinore?
To visit you, my lord. No other occasion.
When so poor a man as Hamlet is, I'm even poorer in thanks. Be sure, friends, my thanks are too dear a halfpenny.
Yeah.
Were you not sent for? Is it of your own inclining? Is it a free visitation? Come deal justly with me. Oh, nay, nay. Speak.
What should we say, my lord?
Anything but to the purpose. You were sent for. And there's a certain confession in your looks that your modesties have not craft enough to color. I know the good king and queen sent for you.
To what end, my lord?
Well, that you must teach me. But let me conjure you, with the constancy of our youth, with the bonds of our ever-preserved love, or any other great charges I can find withal, be even and direct with them, whether you were sent for or no.
What say you?
I have an eye for you. If you love me, hold not off.
My lord, we were sent for.
I'll tell you. For your secrecy to the king and queen shall moult no feather. I have of late, wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth. Forgone all custom of exercises, and so fitting to this disposition, that it seems to me, the earth, this goodly frame, is nothing more than a sterile promontory. Right, look you, the air, the grand ceiling, the majestical firmament, that bounteous roof fretted with golden fire, it seems to me nothing more than a pestilent fog of vapors. What a piece of work is man? How infinite in reason, how alike in faculty, in form and moving, how express and admirable, in action how like an angel, in apprehension how like a god. The beauty of the world, the paragon of animals, and yet to me, where's the quintessence of dust? Man delights not me. No woman neither. Though by your smiling you seem to say so.
My lord, there was no such stuff in my thoughts.
Why'd you laugh when I said man delights not me?
To think, my lord, that if you delight not man, what Lenten entertainment the players shall receive from you. We quoted them on the way, and hither are they coming, to offer you service.
What kind of players are they?
Even those you were wont to take delight in, the tragedians of the city.
Gentlemen, you are welcome in Elsinore. You are welcome. The king and queen are deceived.
What, dear lord?
I am but mad northwest. When the wind is southerly, I know a hawk from my hand saw.
Well be with you, gentlemen.
Mark you, Guildenstern. That grand baby you see there is not yet out of his swaddling clouds.
Happily, the second time come to them, considering the old man is twice a child.
Mark you, I prophesy he's going to tell me of the players. Oh, good son! Monday morning, 'twas so indeed.
Oh, my lord, I have news to tell you.
My lord, I have news to tell you. When Rochus was an actor in
The
Rome,
actors are coming.
buzz,
Upon mine honor.
and then came each actor on his ass.
The best actors in the world. Either for tragedy, comedy, history, pastoral, comical, historical, pastoral, tragical, historical, pastoral, comical, and scene, inimitable, or poem on the limited. No, Seneca cannot be too heavy. Nor Plautus too light. Yes, for the law of wit and the liberty, these are the only men.
Welcome, masters. Oh, that makes a valence since I saw thee last. You must have appeared us in Denmark. Oh, come. We'll have a taste of your skill. Come, a passionate speech.
What speech, my lord?
They told me one speech I did chiefly love. It was Aeneas' tale to Dido, the Priam slaughter. If you live to your memory, it goes like this. Rugged Pyrrhus, let the Hyrcanian be... That is not it. That's not it. You give to Pyrrhus. Rugged Pyrrhus, he whose sable arms, black as his intention, doth the night resemble. So say on, sir.
Anon, he finds him, striking too short, it creaks. His antique sword, rebellious to his arm, lies where it falls, repugnant to command. Unequal matched Pyrrhus and Priam thrives, in rage strikes wide, and by the whiff and wind of his fell sword, the unnerved father falls. And senseless Ilium, seeming to feel this blow, with flaming top stoops to his base, and with a hideous crash takes prisoner Pyrrhus' ear. For lo, his sword, which was declining on the milky head of Reverend Priam, seemed in the air to stick.
Oh, this is too
Say on! Not to Hecuba.
But who had seen the Moblin Queen?
Moblin Queen?
Oh, yes, that's good. Moblin Queen.
Running barefoot up and down, threatening the flames with busy room. A cloud upon that head, where late the diadem stood, and for a robe about her lank and all o'er its loins a blanket, in the alarm of fear caught up. Who this had seen, with tongue in venom steeped, against fortune state would treason have pronounced. And if the gods themselves did see her then, when she saw Pyrrhus make malicious sport in mincing with his sword her husband's limbs, the instant burst of clamor that she made, unless things mortal moved them not at all, would have made milk the burning eyes of heaven, and passion in the gods.
Look whether he has not turned his color and has tears in eyes. I pray you no more.
Very good, sir. We'll have rest tomorrow. My lord, you see them well bestowed. Oh, come, sir, they're but the brief and abstract chroniclers of their time. We'd rather have a bed epitaph, and there will report while you live.
On my lord, I will use them according to their deserts.
God's body, kinsman, even better. Use every man after his desert. And you should escape whipping. See to it, friend.
Come back,
Sir. Dost thou know the play The Murder of Gonzaga?
Aye, my lord.
You could, if for need, insert some 12 or 16 lines I saw fit to memorize, could you not?
Aye, my lord.
Very good. Follow you to that board. Pray you mock him not. And then friends, welcome and have some more.
Good, my lord.
Farewell. Now, I am alone. What a rogue and peasant slave am I. How horrible is it that this player here, in a dream, in a fit of passion, could move her soul so to her own conceit. Tears in her eyes, distraction in her aspect, a broken voice, every form and function suiting to that so conceit. And all for nothing! For Hecuba! For it's Hecuba to her, or she to Hecuba that she should weep for her. What would she do? Is she the motive and the cue for passion that I have? She would drown the sage with tears, cleave the general ear with horrid speech, make mad the guilty, appall the free, confound the ignorant, and amaze indeed the very faculties of eyes and ears. Yet I, a dull and muddy-meddled rascal, must peak like a John at dreams, unpregnant of my cause, and can say nothing. No, not for a king, on whose life and property a damned defeat was made. Am I a coward? Calls me villain. Breaks my paid across. Tweaks me by the nose. Plucks up my beard and blows in my face. Is he the light of the throat? Is he to the lungs who does this? Swoons. I should take it. For I cannot help but be pigeon-livered, that gall to make oppression bitter. Where else yet I'd fatted all the regent's kites with his bloody slaves awful. Bloody, body villain. Oh, treacherous, lecherous, kindless damned villain! Vengeance. But what an ass am I? How brave is it that I, the son of dear father murdered, must, like a whore, unpack my heart with words. Like a very trap. A scullion! On my brain, I've heard it said that guilty creatures sitting in a play, upon seeing such an end, have proclaimed all their malefactions. For murder that would have no tongue will speak with miraculous organ. I'll have these players here run on an act much like the murder of my father. I will serve my uncle. I'll hence him to the quick. If you but blench, I know my course. The devil hath the power to assume a pleasing shape indeed. And I believe it is my cowardice and my weakness, from which he takes from me power to abuse me and to damn me. But no matter. No more course than this. The play's the thing wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king.
And can you by no drift of circumstance get from him where he puts on this confusion and ruining all his happy days with this turbulent and dangerous lunacy?
He does confess he feels himself distracted, but from what cause he will by no means speak.
Nor do we find him forward to be sounded, but with a crafty madness keeps aloof, when we would bring him on to some confession of his true state.
Did he receive you well?
Most like a gentleman.
But with much forcing of his disposition.
Miser of question, but of our demands most free in his reply.
Did you essay him to any pastime?
Madam, it so fell out that certain players we were lodging away. Of these we told him, and there did seem in him a kind of joy to hear of it. They are about the court, and, as I think, they have already ordered this knight to play before him.
'Tis most true, and he beseeched me to entreat your majesties to hear and see the matter.
With all my heart. It must content me to hear him so inclined, that good gentleman, give him further danger and push him further onto his desires.
We shall, my lord.
Oh, good Gertrude, leave us too, for we have sent poor Hamlet hither, and he shall hear, as 'twere by accident, affront this Ophelia. Her father and I, lawful espials, will spy from afar, and seeing unseen, gather from this occasion whether it be affection or no that doth afflict him so.
I shall obey you. And for your part, Ophelia, I do wish that your good virtues were the happy cause of Hamlet's wildness. So shall I hope your good beauties will set him on his wonted way again, both beyond.
None of my wish it may.
Ophelia, walk you here. Gracious, so please you, we will bestow ourselves. To read on this book, that show of such an exercise may cover loneliness. We are off to blame this, 'tis too much proves that devotion, village, and pious action we do should lower the devil himself.
Oh, how smart a speech that lash doth give my conscience. The harlot's cheek with beauty plaster is no more ugly than my deed is to mine own words. Oh, heavy burden.
Oh, I hear him coming, my lord. Let's withdraw.
Not. There's the question. What is nobler in the mind? Suffer to slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take up arms against the sea of troubles by opposing envy, to die, to sleep no more, or to sleep. To say that we end the heartache and 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis the consummation devout to be wished. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the road. For in that sleep of death what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long a life. For who would bear the scorns and whips of time? The oppressor's wronged, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the lost delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might as quietest make with a bare-bought king. Who would fardels bear? To grunt and to sweat under a weary life. It is that dread of something after death, that undiscovered country, whose born no traveler returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear the ills we have than those that we know not of. Thus, conscience makes cowards of us all. And thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with a pale cast of thought. And thus those of great pith and enterprise have their currents turn awry and lose the name of action. Soft you now, the fair Ophelia. If in thy orisons be all my sins remembered. Lovely, thank you. Well.
Remember to the viewers that I have longed to read a liver.
Nay, not I. I never gave you aught.
Honored Lord, you know right well you did. Sweet friend composed has made the things more rich. And he lost the easy death. The noble mind that she gives wax more with you.
Are you honest?
My lord,
Are you fair?
Sir Worship.
That if you be honest and fair, then your honesty should admit no discourse to your beauty.
Beauty, my lord, have better commerce than with honesty?
I truly. For the power of beauty, no sterner turn honesty from what it is into a bawd. The power of honesty turn beauty from what it is to its own likeness. This was a paradox to me once, but time hath borne it out. I did love you once.
Indeed, my lord. You made me believe so.
And you should not have believed me. For virtue cannot so inoculate our old stock, but that we take relish in it. I loved you not.
I was the more deceived.
Get thee to a nunnery. Must I be a breeder of sinners? I am myself different honest, though I can accuse me of such things. That I weren't better, my mother had not borne me. I'm very proud, revengeful, ambitious, with more offenses at my beck and call. And I've thoughts to put them in, imagination to give them shape, or act to time them in. What is a creature as I to do, crawling between heaven and earth? We're but errant knaves, all believe none of us. Get thee to a nunnery! Where's your father?
At home, my lord!
Oh, then let the doors be locked upon him. So he may play a fool nowhere but in his own house.
Oh, help him, you sweet heavens!
If thou dost marry, I'll give thee this plague for thy dowry. Be thou as chaste as ice, as pure as snow. Thou cannot escape calumny. Get thee to a nunnery, and quickly. Or if thou dost marry, marry a fool. For wise men know what monsters you make of us.
Oh, heavenly powers, restore him!
I've heard of your paintings too. Well enough. God gives you one face and you make another. You jig, and you amble, and you listen, and you nickname God's creatures, and thus make your ignorance your wantonness. I'll go to it and make me mad. There'll be no more marriages. All but one shall live, the rest shall remain as they are. To a nunnery. Go.
What a noble mind is here o'erthrown. The courtiers, scholars, soldiers, eye and tongue sword. The expectancy and rose of the fair state, the glass of fashion and the mold of form, the observed of all observers. Wait. And I, ladies most dejected, wretched, suck the honey of his music vows, now see that noble and most sovereign reason laid sweet bells jangled out of tune and harsh. The unmatched form and feature of blown youth blasted with ecstasy. Woe is me. You see what I have seen. See what I see.
Affection. Huh. 'Tis not how his manners lead him. And though it did lack form little, 'tis was not madness. Something in his soul o'er which his melancholy sits, and I do fear that it shall lead to danger if it is not dealt with presently. Thus I have decided, to him with speed, to England shall we send him hence. Perhaps there a change of scenery shall help him recuperate in his brains what thus beats him now. What thinks you on it?
It shall do well, my liege. But yet do I believe the origin and commencement of his grief sprang from neglected love. Oh, how now, Ophelia? You need not tell us what Hamlet said. We've heard it all. Do as you please, my lord. But if you hold it fit, after the play, let his queen mother all alone entreat him to show his grief. Yes, let her be round with him, and I'll be placed so please you in the ear of Father Conference. If she finds him not, well, to England send him, or confine him where your wisdom best shall be.
It shall be so, but madness in great ones must not unwatched go.
My lord, will the king not see this play?
Oh, yes, and the queen, too, that presently.
Would you the players make haste? We no days in them.
We will, my lord.
What ho? Horatio.
Here, my sweet lord.
Horatio, there is e'en a man his conversation cope withal.
Oh, my dear lord.
Oh, nay, sir, do not think I flatter. What revenue can I expect from thee, then thou hast thy good spirits? To feed and clothe thee? Oh, nay, nay, nay. Let not a poor man be flattered. Instead, let the candy-tongued, absurd pomp crook the pregnant hinges of the knee. Thrift may follow fawning. My lord, my soul has in this time found election to take you for herself. For you are but one, and suffering all as suffers none. Give me man that is not passion's slave. I will wear him in my heart's core, as I wear thou in my heart of hearts. Something too much of this. There will be a play in front of the uncle, wherein, much like the circumstance I told thee of my father's death, observe mine uncle. And if his guilt unkennel itself in one speech, then it is a damned ghost that we have seen. And my maiden imaginations are as foul as Vulcan's stiffy. Mine eyes will rivet to his face. But you, joiner of our judgments, we shall find the center of his seeming.
Well, my lord, steal all the while this play is playing, I'll pay the night.
Comes the king. Get you to a place. I must be idle.
Oh, how fares our cousin Hamlet?
Ooh, of the chameleon's dish. I eat the air. Promise, crammed, you cannot be keeping so.
I have no answer for this, Hamlet. These are not my words.
No, nor mine now. My lord,
Oh,
so you played once in the university?
oh, yes, that did I, my lord. I was accounted a good actor.
What did you enact?
Oh, I did enact Julius Caesar. I was killed in the Capitol. Brutus killed me.
Oh, so brutal a thing to kill such a calf in the capital. See the players ready?
Aye, my lord. They stay upon your patience. Come hither, my dear Hamlet. Sit by me.
Oh, nay, my lady. Here's metal more attractive.
Oh, do you mark that?
Shall I lie in your lap, lady?
No, my lord.
I meant my head in your lap.
Aye, my lord.
Did you think I meant country matters?
Think nothing, my lord.
Oh, 'twas a fair thought to lie between maids' legs.
What, my lord?
Oh, nothing.
Your merriment.
Who, I?
Aye, my lord.
God, you're only gin maker. What's a man to do but be merry? Why, look you at my mother. Look at how happy she looks, and my father, not 2 hours dead.
Twice 2 months, my lord.
Oh, so long. Hey, let the devil wear black. I'll have a suit of sables. Oh, it does my heart good to know that a man's memory may outlive his life, but 6 months. Oh, but by Our Lady, they must build churches or risk being forgotten. Or much like the hobby horse whose epitaph is, for oh, the hobby horse is forgot.
What means this, my lord?
Miking Malachite means mischief.
Like this show towards the argument of the play.
Sure, learn by this fellow. If you're not keep counsel, he'll tell all.
Tell us what the show meant.
Aye, or any show that you'll show him. Are you not ashamed to show? I won't be ashamed to show you where it is.
We're not. All our
For us and for our tragedy, who's stooping for your clemency, we beg your hearing patiently.
Is this the prologue or the posy of a ring?
my lord.
Aye, that's what it's about.
Full 30 times hath Phoebus' cart gone round, Neptune's salt wash and Tellus orbit round, and 30 dozen moons with borrowed sheen about the world have times 1230s been. Then, since love our hearts, Hymen our hands unite commutual in most sacred band. So many journeys may the sun and moon make us again count, or your love be done. Faith, I must leave thee, love, and shortly too my operant powers their functions leave to do. But thou shalt live in this fair world behind, honored, beloved, and happily one is kind. For husband
Oh,
shalt
confound
thou.
the rest! Such love must needs be treason in my breast. In second husband let me be accursed, none but the second.
Wormwood.
Instances that second marriage move our bare respects and thrift to none of love. A second time I kill my husband dead when second husband kisses me again.
I do believe you think what now you speak, but what we do determined off we break. Break! Ah! But our devices still are overthrown. Our thoughts are ours, their ends none of our own. So think thou wilt no second husband wed, but die thy thoughts when thy first lord is dead.
Oh, here and hence pursue me lasting strife, if once a widow, ever I be wife.
She should break it now.
'Tis deeply sworn.
Sweet, leave me here a while. My spirits grow dull, and fain I would beguile the tedious day with sleep.
Sleep rock thy brain, and never come this chance between us twain.
Madam, I like you to play.
The lady protests too much, methinks.
But she'll keep her word. Have you heard the argument? There's no offense in it.
Oh, no. 'Tis in jest. Poison in jest, sir. No offense to the world.
What do you call the play?
The Mousetrap, Mary How. Tropically. 'Tis of a murder done in Vienna. The Duke's name's Gonzago. The wife, Baptista. Shall see anon. 'Tis a knavish piece of work, but... Sir, what of that? We are the free souls, it touches us not. For the ungalled jade wins, its withers are unwrung. This one is Lucianus, nephew to the king.
We're as good as a chorus, my lord.
Aye, you can interpret between your loves. I can see the puppets down here.
Keys, my lord, your key.
Indeed, as you must take your husbands. Come, murderer! Pox, leave thy damnable faces! Come, the raven hath grown bellow for revenge! See, now he poisons him for his estate. The Duke's name's Gonzago. 'Tis extant and written in choice Italian. See you now how he vies for the love of Gonzago's wife! Oh, frighted with false fire!
How fares my lord?
Give over the play!
Let the stricken deer go weep, and the heart ungalled play. So much wash while so much play. Horatio did perceive.
Very well, my lord.
Upon the talk of poisoning.
I did very well note him.
Come! Some music! Come! The recorders! The king will like not the comedy, why, he likes it not, Purdy. Come, some music! Come!
Good, my lord. Vouchsafe me a word with you.
Oh, sir, a whole history.
The king, sir,
What about him?
in his retirement, marvelous distempered.
With drinks.
No, rather with color.
The right wits would have shown better to tell them to his doctor. If I were to be him in my own current state, I would send him only to more choler.
Good, my lord, that your discourse into some frame start not so wildly from my affair.
Tame, sir. Pronounce.
Queen, your mother, most great affliction of spirit, hath sent me to you.
You are welcome.
Nay, good my lord, this courtesy is not the right breed. If it shall please you to give me a wholesome answer, I will do your mother's commandments. But if not, Your pardon and my return shall be the end of my business here.
Nay, I can do so no such thing.
What, my lord?
Make you so wholesome an answer. My wit's diseased. Oh, for lo, as to the message, as you say, my mother. Therefore, as to what you may bring to her, as you say, my mother.
Thus, she says, your behavior hath struck her into amazement and admiration.
So wonderful a son that can so astonish a mother. Is there no sequel to be made at a mother's heels? Impart.
She desires to speak with you in her closet ere you go to bed.
I would meet with her. Were she 10 times my mother? Come, have you any further trade with us?
My lord, you once did love me.
Oh, but I do. Are these pickers and stealers?
Good! My lord, what is your cause of distemper? You do surely bar the door upon your liberty if you deny your griefs to your own friend.
Sir, I lack advancement.
How can that be, when you have the voice of the king himself for your succession in Denmark?
No, but as it goes, the grass is something greener, or the proverb is something musty. Your quarters. Come! Away with you. Friends. Why so come to fret me and send me into a toil?
Nor you. My duty be too bold, my love is too unmannerly.
I do not well understand that. Play you upon this pipe.
My lord, I cannot.
Oh, I pray you.
I cannot.
I beseech you.
My lord, I know no touch of it.
It's as easy as lying. Give me the ventages, cover them with your lingers and thumb. With the mouth you give it breath, it makes such melodious music. Come look you hear the stops.
With these I cannot command with any utterance of harmony. I have not the skill.
But what a thing you make of me. You would seem to play me. You know my stops. You would pluck the heart from my mystery. You would govern me from my lowest note to the top of my compass. And oh, what a miraculous organ that can make such speech, and yet you cannot make it speak. But bud, do you think I'm easier to be played on than a pipe? Call me when it's rich you may. Though you can fret me, you cannot play upon me. Oh, my good lord.
My lord, the queen would speak with you, and that presently.
Do you see yonder cloud that's almost in the shape of a camel?
Oh, and by the mass, and so 'tis like a camel indeed.
Tis, methinks it's more like a weasel.
It is bad like a weasel.
Aye, or maybe like a whale.
Or very like a whale, yes.
Indeed. We'll go see my mother. These two fool me to the top of my bet. I'll come to my mother by and by.
I will say so.
By and by is easily said. Fare you well, my friends. Now the very witching time of night, when churchyards bellow and held up breed contagion to this world. Aye, if I can make hot blood, the world shall quake to look upon. As to my mother, let not the soul of Nero enter thy bosom. No. Let me be cruel with her, not unnatural. I'll speak daggers to her, but use none. My tongue and voice shall speak hypocrites, though. Whatsoever else shall be sent, this I give to her, her soul.
I like him not, nor stands it safe with us to let his madness rage. Therefore, prepare you both. I hereby end your commission and send you hence to England with him along. I hope this fetters will put upon this fear that has grown too free-footed.
We will haste us.
We will haste us.
behind the arras, I'll convey myself to hear the process. And, Warwick shall take some home. And, as you say, and wisely was it said, it is meet that some more audience than another, since nature makes them partial. Should overhear the matter at fare you well, my liege. I'll call upon you ere you go to bed, and tell you all I know.
Thanks, my lord. Oh, my sin, it smells to heaven. It hath the eldest primal curse upon it, that of a brother's murder. No, pray can I not, though inclination be as sharp as will. My stronger guilt defeats my strong intent, and like a man to double business bound, I pause where I should first begin, and both neglect. But so what if this hand be thicker than itself with brother's blood? Is there not rain enough in the sweet heavens to wash it white as snow? Then I'll look up till my fault is past. Oh, but no, what prayer can it be? Forgive me my foul murder? It cannot be, for I am still possessed for which effects that I did the murder. My crown, mine own ambition, and my queen. May one be pardoned and retain the offense? What then? What rest? What try what repentance can? What can it not? And what can it to one who cannot repent? Oh, wretched state! Oh, bosom black as death! Oh, mind and soul that, struggling to be free, art more engaged. Oh, help, angel. Make us say, oh, bound to stubborn knees, and hearts as strong as steel, be soft as that of the newborn babe. All may be well. All may be well. All may be well.
Now might I do it, Pat? I'm so revenged. This villain killed my father, and I the same villain sent to heaven. And thusly I am revenged. No, but rank, and hire, and salary, not revenge. He took my father grossly, full of bread. With his offenses broad blown as flush as May. And who knows of his audit save heaven? Am I thusly revenged to assist in his purgation, when his soul is fit and seasoned for passage? Nay, absurd. Know thou a more horrid hint. Thou art drunk asleep, or in rage, or the incestuous pleasure of his bed, in gaming, or swearing, some other act that has no promise of salvation in it. And I will trip him with these kicking at heaven. His soul may be as charred and as black as the place whereto it goes. My mother stays. This physic but prolongs thy sickly days.
My words fly up. My thoughts remain below. Words without thoughts never to heaven go.
straight, a little way home to him. Yet tell him his ranks have been too broad to bear it, and that your grace hath screened between much heat and him. Ensconce me even here. Pray you be round.
Mother! I'll warn you, but withdraw, fear me not. I hear him coming.
Mother!
Hamlet?
Oh, mother, what is the matter?
Hamlet, thou hast thy father much offended.
Oh, mother, thou hast my father much offended.
Come, you answer with an idle
Oh,
tongue.
go, you question with a wicked tongue.
Well, how now, Hamlet?
What is the matter?
Have you forgotten me?
No. Brother Routt, not so.
You are the queen.
My father's brother's wife. And whatever not so, you are my mother.
Nay, then, I'll set those two that can speak.
Oh, come and sit you down. You shall not budge till I set up a mirror where you may see the inmost part of yourself.
What wilt thou do? Thou wilt not murder me? Help! Help! Oh, help!
What ho! Help! Help!
A rat! Dead! For a ducat! Dead!
Oh, me. What hast thou done?
Nay, I know not. It is the king.
Oh, what a rash and bloody deed is this?
Oh, a bloody deed, madam. It is bad, good mother, as kill a king and marry with his brother.
As kill a king?
Aye, lady, 'twas my word. Oh, rash. Wretched intruding fool, I took thee for thy better. In the wringing of thy hands, now take the wringing of thy heart. It can be made of penetrable stuff. Custom hath brassed it so, but it is surrogate bulwark against sense.
What have I done that thou darest wag thy tongue in noise so rude against me?
Such an act, dear mother, that doth blur the blush and grace of modesty. Calls virtue hypocrite? Takes a rose from the fair forehead of an innocent love and sets a blister there. Makes marriage vows as false as dicers' oaths. Such an act, lady, from the sweet rhapsody of religion, heaven's face doth glow, in this all solid and compound mass. With the visage as against the doom, is not sick at the act.
I mean, what act that roars so loud and thunders in the index?
Look you here, upon this brow, a countenance of two brothers. Hyperion's curls, a front like Jove himself, and I like Mars, to threaten and command. This was your husband. But look you now, that is your husband, like a mildewed ear, blasting his wholesome brother. Why leave you this fair mound to feed and batten on that wretch? Have you eyes? Have you eyes? You cannot call it love, for your age the blood is humble. It is tame. Worked solely off of reason, but what reasoning could take you from this to this? Out of beauty in a matron's bones. Let youth be as wax and melt in her own fire.
Hamlet, speak no more. Thou turnst mine eyes into my very soul, and there I see such black and grained spots as will not leave their taint.
Nay, but to live in the rank and sweat of an enseamed bed, stewed in corruption, hovering over the nasty sty.
No more, sweet Hamlet, these words like daggers enter in mine ear. Speak to me no more.
A man that is but a slave, not 1/20th part that justly king. A cutpurse of the empire his rule, a thief, from whose shelf the diadem stood, and put it in its pocket.
No more.
A king of rags and of patches. Oh, heavenly guards, hover me with your wings. What was your gracious figure?
He's mad.
Come, as I come your tardy son to chide, for I yet complete your dread command. Oh, speak!
Not forget this visitation is but to whet thy almost blunted purpose. Look, amazement on thy mother sits a step between her and her fighting soul. Conceit and weakest body's strongest works. Speak, to her. Yeah.
How is it with you, lady?
Alas, how is it with you that you do bend your eye on vacancy and with the incorporeal air do hold discourse? Forth at your eyes your spirits widely peep, and, as the standing soldiers in the alarm, your bedding hair like life and excrement doth start and stand on end. Gentle son, upon the heat and flame of thy distemper sprinkle full patience. Whereon do you walk?
On him! On him! Look you how pale he glares!
To whom do you speak then?
Do you see nothing there?
Nothing, but all that is I see.
Nor do nothing here!
No, nothing but ourselves.
Look you now, how dreadfully he stands. Stares out now even at the portal.
This is the very coinage of your brain. This bodiless creation, ecstasy, is very coming in.
Ecstasy! My pulse, as yours, doth temperately keep time and make most healthful music. It is not madness that I've uttered. Give me any test that you can prove withal. Refrain tonight. That monster custom doth sense all reason eat. Is what angel in this. Go not to mine uncle's bed. Confess yourself to heaven. Repent what is past, avoid what is to come, and do not spread the compost on the weeds to make them rancor.
Hamlet, thou hast cleft my heart into it.
Oh, throw away the worser part of it, and let the pure with the other half. Refrain tonight, good lady. For there shall be a certain jubilance in that abstinence that makes the night easy, and the next night more easier. And with that, following that path, you will find you have either lodged the devil or thrown him out with a wondrous potency. And to the same Lord, I do repent. But heaven hath pleased it so to punish me with this and this with me. I must be cruel only to be kind. As bad begins and worse remains behind.
What shall I do?
This not yet if I speak. Let the bloat king tempt you again to bed. Whisper in your ear. Call you his mouse. And for a pair of reedy kisses. Paddling in your neck with his damned fingers. Make you unravel out all that you have seen. That I'm not essentially in madness, but mad in craft.
Be thou assured, if words be breath and breath be life, I have no life to breathe without sentiment.
Was to England. You know that.
Black, I had forgot to so concluded on.
His letters writ. Aye. Indeed, I have with me 2 schoolfellows, whom I will trust as adders fanged. Sweep my way, bring me to knavery. So justly is it for an engineer to hoist his own petard. This fellow as well shall lead me upon my path. That one lord is now most secret and most grave, when life was a foolish prating knave. Oh, come, cut to an end with you, sir. Farewell. Good night, mother.
Hear ye, hear ye! As you all might have heard earlier, Rosencrantz and I are commanded to set sail for England tomorrow night, and we would like to change that Rosencrantz here can get some better clothes and look as good as me. Isn't that right, Rosencrantz?
I think my outfit looks better than yours, Gilman, sir.
I think not. We're here to let you know it is intermission, 15 minutes. We take cash. We also have Venmo. It's at Sodal at UVA. SOTLATUVA. We'll set the hat over here. One of our lovely players will play an accordion at the end of the 15 minutes, so you know it's time to come back. Thank you. That's crazy that.
I know.
Imagine if you were.
Oh my gosh. So bad.
Feel different. I'm going to.
There's matters inside profound peace. We understand them now. You must translate. Where is your son?
Bestow this place on us a while. My good lord, what I have seen tonight.
What, Gertrude? No. How does Hamlet?
Mad. As the sea and wind would both contend which is the mightier. With lawless fit, behind the air is hearing something stir. He whips out his rapier, cries, "A rat! A rat!" And in doing so, kills the unseen good old man.
Oh, heavy deed. It should have been with us had we been there. Oh, his liberty is full of dangers to all, to you yourself, and to us, to everyone. How shall this bloody deed be answered? Fall to us, whose providence should have kept him clean out of the pond, but this mad young man. But our love was such that we could not understand that he was a disease eating on the pith of life. Now where is he gone?
To draw apart the body he hath killed, or whom his madness, like some ore among a mineral of metal's base, doth reveal itself pure, he weeps for what is done.
Oh, Gertrude, come away. We will. No sooner shall the sun touch upon these mountains, we will ship him hence. Vile deed. We must, with all our majesty and skill, both countenance, excuse. Ho! Guildenstern! Rosencrantz! Good, my friends. Go and seek you some further aid herein. Hamlet, in his madness, hath Polonius slain and dragged from the queen's quarters his body. Now seek him out. Speak softly and bring the body into the chapel. And I pray you, hasten this. Oh, Gertrude. We will call upon our wisest friends and let them know both what we mean to do and what's untimely done. Oh, come away! Oh, my soul is full of discord and dismay.
Safely stowed.
Hamlet!
Well,
Hamlet!
calls Hamlet.
Hamlet!
Here they come.
My lord!
Hamlet! What have you done, my lord, with the dead body?
Pounded it to dust. Pursued his kin.
Tell us where it is, that we may take it thence and bear it to the chapel.
Not really.
Believe what?
That I can keep your counsel and not my own. Besides, to be demanded of a sponge.
Take you me for a sponge, my lord?
Oh, aye, sir. What soaks up the king's authorities? His rewards? His assurances?
My lord, you must tell us where the body is and go with us to the king.
The king is with the body, but the body is not with the king. The king is a thing, you see? Oh, aye, of nothing. Bring me to him, I'd fox and all after.
I have sent to seek him out. body. Oh, how dangerous is it that this man goes loose? I should not set the strong law upon him. He's loved of the distracted multitude, like not with their judgment, but with their eyes. No. This sudden disappearance must seem deliberate and odd. How now? What happened befallen?
Where the dead body is, my lord. We cannot get from him.
Where is he?
Without, my lord. Guarded, to know your pleasure.
Well, bring him here.
Ho! Guildenstern! Bring in my lord!
How now, Hamlet? Where doth Polonius?
At supper.
Oh, at supper! Where?
Well, not where he eats, but where he's eaten. Is there a convocation of politic worms or an asm?
Where is Polonius?
Polonius. Aye, in heaven. Send a messenger hither. If you find him not there, then look at the other place yourself. If you find him not within a month, you shall nose him up the stairs into the lobby.
Go seek him hence.
Oh no, he will stay till ye come.
Hamlet, this deed for thine especial safety, and which we do very much grieve. We must get thee hence, therefore prepare thyself for England.
For England?
Aye.
Oh,
Hamlet.
good!
But 'tis good, if thou knewest our purposes.
Oh, I know a cherub that sees them. But farewell, mother.
Thy loving father, Hamlet.
Nay, nay, nay. Mother and father are man and wife. Man and wife are of one flesh, therefore, mother. But farewell to England.
Follow him at foot. Tempt him with pace abroad. I'll have him hence tonight. Well, away! For all is seared and prepared for his present departure. Oh, I pray you make haste. And England, if thou hast any love for my sovereign power, I beg of you, peruse the letters for which I have sent, which guarantee the arrest and present death of Hamlet. For like the hectic in my blood he rages, and thou must cure me, till I know 'tis done, ne'er joy shall in my heart begun.
Please you go, my lord.
I'll be with you straight. Go a little before. All occasions to inform against me and spur my dull revenge. Were such a beast as man, do nothing but to sleep and to feed? I know, in my bestial heart, that I not want to use this reason and this wit that have been bestowed from heaven ordinate, or in bestial oblivion. I know that any thought that a man has is but 1 part wisdom and 3 parts coward. I know not why yet I live to say this the things to do. All else, what is a life? Indeed, to rive about an argument? No, or but to fight against the straw when honor's at stake. And to survive, a father murdered, a mother whored, and from all my elections roped out. And my very extolment, and by my blood I am but to sleep. Nay, I see the imminent deaths of 20,000 men. For a fantasy, or a token of fame, rush to their graves like beds. And yet I know that that plot wherein they lie is not nearly enough earth to cover their graces where they are unearned. Oh, from this day forth, I thought to be bloody or nothing worth.
I will not speak with her.
She is importunate, indeed distract. Her mood will needs be pitied.
What would she have?
She speaks much of her father, says she hears there's tricks in the world, and hems and beats her heart. Spurns enviously its jaws, speaks things in doubt that carry but half sense. Her speech is nothing. The unshaped use of it doth move the hearers to collection. They aim at it and botch the words up to their own thoughts, which, as her winks and nods and gestures yield them, indeed would make one think there would be thought, though nothing sure it should come.
'Twere good she were spoke to, for she may strew dangerous conjectures in ill-breeding minds.
Let her come in. To my sick soul, as sin's true nature is, each toy seems prologue to some great amiss. Full of artless jealousy is guilt. It spills itself in fearing to be spilt.
Where's the beauteous majesty of Denmark?
How now, Ophelia?
How should I, your true love, know from another one? By his cockle-hatted staff and his sandal shoon.
Alas, sweet lady.
Say you nay, pray you, Mark! He is dead and gone, lady. He is dead and gone. At his hills a grass-green turf, and his heels a stone.
Alas, sweet lady, what imparts this song?
Say you nay, pray you, Mark! White his shroud as the mountain snow, larded with sweet flowers.
My lord, look here.
He went to the grave to grow with true love showers.
Oh, how now, pretty lady?
Well, God answered. They say the owl was a baker's daughter. Lord, we know what we are, not what we may be.
Seat upon her father.
Right, let's have no more of this. But when they ask you what they mean, tell you them this. Tomorrow was St. Valentine's Day, and all in the morning betide, Hermione made at your window to be her Valentine. And up she rose and donned his clothes when at the chamber door, let in a maid that out of maid never departed more.
Pretty Ophelia.
Indeed, law without an oath, I'll make an end on it. By Gis and by St. Charity, alack and fie for shame. Young men will do it when they come to it. By God, they are to blame. Oh, she before you tumbled me and promised me to wed. So what I had done by yonder son, thou wouldst not come to my bed.
How long is she with us?
I hope all will be well. But I cannot choose but weep to think that they should lay him in the cold ground. My brother will hear of it. And so I thank you for your good counsel. Come, my coach. Right, sweet ladies. Good night. Good night, sweet ladies. Good night, good night.
I pray you, follow her. Keep good eye. 'Tis this poisonous grief that has sprung from her father's death. Oh, Gertrude. Gertrude. You must know best of all that sorrows come not in single spies, but in battalions. Now, first, her father slain, and next, your son gone. The violent author of his own just remove. No, but poor Ophelia, she hath been thus ripped from her understanding and herself, and hath become a mere beast. Oh, no, there is a third reason for which I believe encompasses the other two. Now, Laertes, her brother, is in secret returned from France, and I wish not to have his ear buzzard with talk of her father slain, and would rather him keep his head happily in the clouds. Oh, Gertrude, this is a murdering play. Give me superfluous death.
Alack, what noise is that?
Give me my Switzers, to let them guard the door. What is the matter?
Save yourself, my lord. The ocean overpeering of his list eats not the flats with more impetuous taste than young Laertes, and a riotous head overbears your officers. The rabble call him lord, and as the world were now but to begin, antiquity forgot, custom not known, the ratifiers and props of every word they cry, choose we, Laertes shall be king, caps, hands, and tongues applaud it to the clouds, Laertes shall be king, Laertes king.
Oh, how happily on the false trail they cry. This is counter, you false Danish dogs!
Oh, thou vile king! Where is my father?
Calmly, good Laertes!
Oh, that drop of blood that's calm proclaims me bastard. Cries cuckold to my father, brands the harlot. Even here, to the chaste, unsmirched brow of my true mother.
Well, how now, Laertes? Wherefore doth thy rebellion look so giant-like? Now let him go, Gertrude. There are such divinities that doth hedge a king, and I should be so sorry should you resort to treason. Now tell me, good Laertes, why thou art thus incensed. Now let him go, Gertrude. Speak, man.
Where is my father?
Dead.
But not by him.
Let him demand his fill.
How came he dead? I'll not be juggled with. To hell allegiance! Vows to the blackest devil. Let come what comes, only I'll be revenged most thoroughly for my father.
And who shall stay you?
My will? Not all the world. And for my means I'll husband them so well they shall go far with little.
Oh, and so you shall, but Laertes, is it writ in your revenge that swoops that you shall draw on both friend and foe, winner and loser?
His enemies,
And will you know them then?
to his good friends, thus wide I'll ope my arms, and like the kind, life-rendering pelican repass them with my blood.
Now, Laertes, you speak like a good child and a true gentleman. That I am guiltless of your father's death and am most sensible in grief towards it shall soon pierce your judgment as day does to your eye.
Oh, now, what noise is that? Oh, heat. Dry up my brains. Tears 7 times salt. Burn out the sense and virtue of mine eye. By heaven, thy madness shall be paid by weight till our scale turn the beam. Rose of May, dear maid, kind sister, sweet Ophelia, is it possible a young maid's wit should be as mortal as an old man's life? And fair face on the beard. Hang on, hang on. It is grave and plain. Very well, my dog. As thou thy wits didst persuade revenge, it could not move thus.
You must sing it down, down, and you must sing it down, down, and how well the wheel becomes it. It is the false steward that stole his master's daughter.
This nothing's more than matter.
Here's Rosemary. What's for remembrance? Pray you, love, remember. That's for thoughts.
A document in madness. Thoughts and remembrance fitted.
There's fennel for you. Columbines. Here's some for me. They call it herbs grace on Sundays. You must wear your room with the difference. Here's a daisy. I would give you some violets, but they withered all when my father died.
They say you made a good night.
Bonny sweet Robin is all my joy.
Thought, affliction, passion, hell itself. She turns to favor and to prettiness.
No, he is dead. Go to thy deathbed. He never shall come again.
He is gone! May we cast away sin. God have mercy on his soul. And of all Christian souls, I pray you, God have mercy.
Do you see this? God!
Laertes. You must commune me with your grief, or else you deny me outright. Speak to your wisest friends, and let them know what hath befallen here. But do not tell them of the special bond twixt you and me. Now, if by direct or by collateral hand something should befall me, our crown, our kingdom, and all that is ours to you do we give in satisfaction. But if it be not so, all I ask is some patience of yours, that I may join my soul to yours to give it due content.
Let this be so. His means of death, his obscure funeral, no trophy, sword, nor attachment o'er his bones, no noble rite nor formal ostentation. Cry to be heard, as 'twere from heaven to earth that I must call to question.
And so you shall. And wherever the offense be, let the great axe fall. Now I pray you, go with me.
Horatio, ere we were 2 days old at sea, a pirate of very warlike appointment gave us chase. Finding ourselves too slow of sail, we put on a compelled valor, and in the grapple I boarded them. On the instant they got clear of our ship, so I alone became their prisoner. They have dealt with me like thieves of mercy, but they knew what they did. I am to do a good turn for them. Let the king have the letters I have sent, and repair thou to me with as much speed as thou wouldst fly death. I have words to speak in thine ear will make thee dumb, yet are they much too light for the bore of the matter. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern hold their course for England. Of them I have much to tell thee. Farewell. He that thou knowest thine, Hamlet.
You must put me in your conscience for a friend. If you have heard, and with a knowing ear, that he that hath slew your father pursued my life.
It well appears, but tell me why you proceeded not against these feats so crimeful and so capital in nature, as by your safety, wisdom, all things else you mainly were stirred up.
Oh, for 2 reasons, which to you may seem unsinewed, but to me they are strong. The first of which is the queen, his mother. She lives almost by his looks, and I cannot, my plague or my, blessing, whichever it may be, cannot help but buy her. The other of which is the love the distracted multitude bear him. They dip all of his faults into gold and turn his jibes into graces. And should I have fired an arrow at him, being too slightly timbered, their strong wit should blow it back towards my bow, not where I had aimed it.
So have I a noble father lost, a sister driven into desperate terms, whose worth, if praises may go back again, stood challenger on mount of all the age for her perfections. But my revenge will come.
Break not your sleeps for that. I loved your father, and we love ourselves, and I hope that that will allow you to imagine that. Well, now, what is this?
Letters, my lord, from Hamlet. This to your majesty, this to the queen.
Hamlet? Who hath given you these?
Soldiers, my lord, so they say. I saw them not. They were given me by Claudio. He received them of him that brought them.
Laertes, you shall hear this. Well, leave us! high and mighty. You shall know that I am set naked on your kingdom, and I request to see your kingly eyes tomorrow to both ask for pardon and explain to you the cause of my sudden return. Hamlet, what does this mean? Could this be true, or is this some joke and none of it?
I am lost in it, my lord, but let him come. It warms the very sickness in my heart that I shall live. Tell him to his teeth. Thus didst thou.
If it be so, Laertes, will you be ruled by me?
Aye, my lord. So you will not o'errule me to a peace?
Oh, no, to thy own peace. See, if Hamlet be returned, and these letters do say his, I will work him onto an exploit, now ripen my designs. We shall play upon your fame with the Frenchmen, and organize a duel, over which Hamlet shall not help but fall, and it shall be seen as his mother. There will be no breath of blame upon me, for it shall seem an accident.
My lord, I will be ruled rather that you could devise it so that I might be the organ.
Oh, it falls right. Now, Laertes, did you love your father? Or are you the painting of a sorrow, a face without a heart?
Why ask you this?
Hamlet comes back! What would you do to show yourself your father's son in deed more than in word?
Cut his throat in the church.
Oh, no building shall deny your revenge. Revenge should not be cloistered thus, but calmly, Laertes, for Hamlet knows thou art returned. Now I will organize a duel between the two and place a wager on your head. Hamlet, being thus aloof, shall not peruse the foils, and perhaps with a bit of shuffling, thou mayst grab a sword unabated and requite him for your father.
I will do it. And for that purpose, I'll anoint my sword. I bought an unction of a mountebank so mortal that but dip a knife in it where it draws blood, no cataplasm so rare, collected from all simples that have virtue, under the moon can save the thing from death that is but scratched withal. Touch my point, this contagion, that if I gall him slightly, it may be death.
Let's think upon this further. This plan should have a second or a back if it should fail. Soft, let me think on it. The wager on their heads, I had! In the course of battle, he may become hot and sweaty, and make your bout more violent so as to that intent. And you shall call for drink, and I shall have prepared a chalice for the nonce, that but one sip, if he shall avoid your poison tip, our exploit shall therein be answered. Now, my queen.
What woe doth tread upon another's heels so fast they follow? Your sister's drowned, Laertes.
Drowned? Where?
There is a willow, grows aslant brook, and shows his 4 leaves in the glassy stream. And there with fantastic garlands did she come of crowflowers, nettles, daisies, and long purples that liberal shepherds give a grosser name, but our cold maids do dead man's fingers call them. There, on pendant boughs, her coronet weeds clamoring to hang, an envious sliver broke, when down her weedy trophies and herself fell into the weeping brook. Her clothes spread wide and mermaid-like a while they bore her up, which time she chanted snippets of sweet tunes like one incapable of her own distress, or like a creature native and endued unto that element, but long it could not be, till that her garments, heavy with their drink, pulled the poor wretch from her melodious lay to muddy death.
Less than she's drowned.
Drowned.
To my much of water hast thou, poor Ophelia? And therefore, I forbid my tears. Adieu. I have a speech of fire that fain would blaze, but that this folly doubts it.
Come away, let's follow. Well, how much I had to do to stay his anger. I am afraid that this will now rise again. I pray you come away.
In youth, when I did love me, thought it was very sweet to contract all the time for all my behalf, for me thoughts there was nothing meet.
This fellow no feeling of his business, and he sings at grave making.
Custom hath made it in him a property of easiness.
The end of little employment hath a daintier sense.
Oh, a change with his stealing steps hath clawed me in his clutch, and hath shipped me until the land as if I had never been such.
Scold him. And that atonement good thing, could it not? May it not be the pate of a politician, one whose ordinances heaven circumvent. Sayest thou so?
It might, my lord.
Might that not be the skull of a courtier? Who could say, "How dost thou, my lord? Good morrow, my lord." To speak of such a one, or to know such a one's horse, could not.
Aye, my lord.
Aye. Now Lady Worms are at him, chapless. Be knocked by the match with a sexton's spade. Here's fine revolution. I don't vote to think on it.
A pickaxe and a spade for and a shrouding sheet. Oh, a bit of clay for to be made for such a guest as me. Woo!
Might that not be a lawyer? Or be his quips, his quiddities now, his quillets? Be this the recovery of his recovery, or the fine of his fines of his fine paint full of fine dirt? Might not his time be a great buyer of land? Be his tenures now, his obsequies, his orations. All that he once had cannot fit in that box. No. What about an inheritor? What he of himself? Ah.
Not a jot more, my lord.
Oh, nay. And that's to say, Alexander was died. Alexander was buried. Alexander turned into dust. Aye. Be not partial made of sheepskins.
Aye, my lord, and of calfskins too.
There were sheep and calves that take relish in that. I'll speak to him. Whose grave is this, Sierra?
Why, mine, sir. Oh, a bit of clay for to be made for such a guest as me.
I should think it is thine, for thou liest in it.
But you do not lie on it, sir, and therefore it is not yours. For my part, I do not lie in it, and yet it is mine.
Thou liest out on it, to say it is thine. This is for the quick, not for the dead. Thou liest.
But 'tis a quick lie, sir. 'Twill away again from me to you.
What man is to be buried here?
For no man, sir.
What woman then?
For none neither.
Who is to be buried in it?
For one that was a woman, sir. But rest her soul, she's dead!
Great Aaron Canaphis. How long hast thou been a grave maker?
to it that day our last king Hamlet overcame Fortinbras.
How long is that since?
What? Cannot you know that? Every fool can tell that. It was the very day that young Hamlet was born, he that is mad, and sent into England.
Aye.
Why was he sent into England?
What? Why? Because he was mad. He shall recover what's there, or if he do not, well, there's no great matter there.
Why?
Will I not be seen in him there, for there the men are as mad as he.
How came he mad?
Very strange.
How strangely.
Faith Ian was losing his wits.
Upon what ground?
Why, here in Denmark. I have been sexton here, man and boy, 30 years.
How long a man lie in the earth there he rots?
Faith, if he be not rotten before he die, as we have many a pocket horses nowadays, scarce hold the laying in, it will last you some 8 years, 9 years. A tanner will last you 9 years.
Why he more than another?
Why, sir, his hide is so tanned with this trade that he will keep out water a great while, for your water is a sore decayer of your horse and dead body. Why, here's the skull now. Yes. This skull hath lain in the earth 23 years.
Whose was it?
A horse on mad fellows it was. Whose do you think it was?
Nay, I know not.
Pestilence on him for a mad rogue. I poured a flagon of Rhenish on my head once. This skull, sir, was Yorick's skull, the king's jester.
Even that.
Even that.
In that.
Let me see it. Alas, poor York. I knew him, Horatio. He's a man of infinite jest, most excellent fancy. If more man is back 1,000 times. Now my own blood is gross to look at it. Here hung those lips I've kissed I know not how oft. Your jives now, Your gambols? Your songs? Or be your merriment, and I'll turn the table to arouse. Have you no more to mock your own grinning? White chap fallen. Why, get you to my lady's chambers. Why, you must tell her that it be an inch thick. That you must make her laugh. I prithee, Horatio. Must I think Alexander look at this fashion of the earth?
E'en so.
Smelt so. Ha.
E'en so, my lord.
What base uses we may return. When at the fine dust of Alexander be found stopping a bunghole.
Twere to consider too curiously to consider so.
Oh, nay, not a jot. For it goes thusly. Alexander died. Alexander was buried. Alexander returned to dust, and from that dust we make loam. Make that loam not be found stopping a beer barrel. Imperious Caesar, dead and turned to clay. He made to a wall to keep the wind away. Talk to me now. Talk to the king. And the queen. And the courtiers, who should they follow? Such mains right. Count for your while and mark.
Ceremony else.
That youth there is Laertes, very noble one, mark.
Ceremony else.
Her obsequies have been as far enlarged as we have worn time. Her death was doubtful, and but that great command oversways the order she should in ground unsanctified have lodged till the last trumpet. For charitable prayers, shards, flints, and pebbles should be thrown on her. Yet here she has allowed her virgin prayers, her maiden instrument, Hamlet and the bringing home of Belle and Barry.
Must there no more be done?
No more be done. We should profane the service of the dead, to sing a requiem and give such rest to her as to peace-parted souls.
Clear the earth, and from her fair, unpolluted flesh, may violence spring. And tell the church priest, a ministering angel, shall my sister be when thou liest howling.
Sweets to the sweet farewell. I hope thou shouldst have been my Hamlet's wife. I thought thy bride bed to have decked, sweet lady, and not to have strewn thy grave.
Treble woe, fall 10 times treble on that cursed head, whose wicked deed thy most ingenious sense deprived thee of. Hold off the earth awhile, till I have caught her once more in mine arms. Now pile your dust upon the quick and dead till of this flat, a mountain you have made to o'ertop old Pelion, where the sky is shed of blue Olympus.
Who is he whose grief bears such an emphasis? Whose phrase of sorrow conjures the wandering stars, makes them stand like wonder-wounded hearers? Why, this is I, Hamlet the Dane!
Devil take thy soul!
Ah! Ah! Hold off my hands. I prithee. Your hands from my throat.
Hamlet!
Yes, my lord, be quiet. Nay, they'll fight with him upon this theme till my eyelids no longer wear.
Oh, my son, what theme?
I loved Ophelia. 20,000 brothers with all their love could not match my song. What wouldst thou do for her?
Oh, he is mad,
For the
Laertes.
love of God, forbear him.
So tell me what thou do. Would weep, would fight, would fast, would tear thyself, would drink up Esau, eat a crocodile, I'll do it! Dost thou come here only to whine? To outface me with the living in her grave? And that talks of mountains, and there be millions of acres on us. So our paint may singe at that burning zone and make Asa like a wart. Nay, thou mouth, I'll rant as well as thou.
This is mere madness, and thus a while the fit will work on him. Anon, as patient as the female dove when that her golden couplets are disclosed, his silence will sit drooping.
Tell me, sir, must you use me as unjustly? I loved you ever. It's no matter. Let Hercules have his way. The cat will mew, and the dog will have his day.
I pray you, good Horatio, keep watch. Keep faith in our last night's speeches, and will to the present this matter push. For good Gertrude, keep watch upon your son. This grave shall be a living monument. We'll have an hour of peace herein. Patience in our proceedings.
Oh, something too much of this. Oh, you should have seen the other. Come as thou, Horatio. Know thy the circumstance.
Know them, my lord?
There's a certain fighting in me that would not let me sleep. It was rash. And praise be rashness for it. There's a divinity that shapes our ends.
That is most certain.
Up from my cabin, my sea gown scarfed about me. Out in the dark I poked. I fingered their packet. The Great Commission I found, Horatio. A royal knavery. Reporting such great charges, larded about, with Denmark's help, and England's too. What are such bugs and goblins in my life? That if I should not escape the axe, my head should be cut off.
It's possible.
Aye. Indeed. Here's letters writ. Read them at your own leisure. Wouldst thou know what I have done?
I beseech you, my lord.
Having thus been headed round with villainies, I retreated to my room, and I wrote a commission very much matching the one I had received. Wouldst thou know what I wrote, Horatio?
Aye, my lord.
With a commission very much like the countenance of the king. As England was his faithful tributary, as love between them the palm might flourish, and as trust between them might the wheaten garland wear, and many such asses of great change. I had writ that the bearers of this message, upon arrival to Denmark, will be put to sudden death, no shriving time allowed.
How is this sealed?
Oh, even that was heaven ordinate. I had with me my father's signet, that great Danish seal. I had the letters wrapped, subscribed, gave them passage. And then next for the sea fight. But of that circumstance thou knowest already.
So Guildenstern and Rosencrantz go to their deaths.
My man, they didn't make love to this appointment! They lighten on my conscience still! For what else? Every second of their life does by their own insinuation grow. It's a dangerous thing, Horatio, to fall between the fell and incensed points of mighty opposites.
Why, what a king is this?
Dost thou not think it right? And I with this are, when my father killed, my mother stained. They must end this cankerous evil and prevent any further evil withal.
It must be shortly known to him from England what is the issue of the business there.
It will be short. As in one man's life is to say one. What of Laertes? Horatio, I do admonish myself. For I see in the image of my cause a portraiture of his. I will court his favors.
Soft. Who comes here?
Your lordship is right welcome back to Denmark.
I think you will. Come! Put your bonnet to its good use, 'tis for the head.
I think your lordship, it is very hot.
Nay, it is very cold. The wind is northerly.
It is indifferent cold, my lord, indeed.
But methinks it is quite sultry for my complexion.
Exceedingly, my lord, it is very sultry, as to where I cannot tell how. But, sir, his majesty made me signify to you that he has laid a great wager on your head. So this is the matter.
I beseech you!
Nay, my good lord, for my ease in good faith. Good faith. Sir, here is newly come to court Laertes, believe me, an absolute gentleman, full of most excellent differences of very soft society and great showing. Indeed, to speak feelingly of him, he is the card or calendar of gentry. You should find him in the continent of what part of gentry.
Sir, his virtue suffer no perdition in you. Though I know to divide him inventorially would dizzy the arithmetic of memory. What I must say, sir, as to his own virtues, what can I add with my own words? His umbrage, nothing more.
Lordship speaks most infallibly of
What of the concerning scene, Or must we wrap him with raw breath?
Sir, it's not possible to understand in another tongue. You will do it, sir, really.
What imports the nomination of this gentleman?
of Laertes.
His purse is empty already. All his golden words are spent.
Of him, sir.
I know you are not ignorant.
I would not think so.
I know you are not ignorant to what excellence Laertes is.
I would not claim as such, for to know man is to know himself.
I mean, sir, for his weapon, but for the imputation laid on him by them. In his meat, he's unfellowed.
What is his weapon?
Rapier and dagger.
It's two of his weapons, but well.
The king, sir, hath laid that in a dozen passes between yourself and him, he shall not exceed you through his. He is laid on 12 for 9, and it should come to immediate trial if your lordship would vouchsafe the answer.
Well, if I answer no.
I mean, the opposition, you're risking trial, my lord.
I will meet with the king, and I will walk out the halls, as he does command, and I will win this bout, and if I can. If I can't, I shall give myself nothing but the shame and the odd hits.
Shall I redeliver you even so?
Aye, whatever nature your fashion will.
I commend my duty to your lordship.
Yours.
This lapwing runs away with the shell on his head.
I dug it before he hath even sucked it. He's been a man of his own time, Horatio. Indeed, for he cares of nothing but his own garments, in words, and nothing but of actions. A yesty collection. That's to say, all is now overblown. The bubbles are out. Aye. What ho, my lord?
My lord, His Majesty commended him to you by young Osric, who brings back to know if your pleasure holds to play with Laertes, and that you will take long time.
I shall come, lord, as the king doth betoke it. Indeed, I shall owe it if he is ready and be as fit and able as I am now.
The king and queen and all are coming down.
Aye, in good time.
The queen desires you to use some gentle entertainment before you fall to play with Laertes.
She is good. To make me leave of it. Go.
You will lose this wager, my lord.
Oh, nay. I think not. As that man have been in France, I've been in continual practice. But there's something that in my heart, but it's no matter.
Nay, good my lord, please do not fight.
It's like silly, as perhaps my trouble of woman.
Your mind is like anything obeyed. I'll forestall their repair hither and say you are not fit.
Not a blink. You defy augury. Tis a very providence in the fall of a sparrow. If it be not now, it be then. If it be not then, it be now. Readiness is all. For a man knows not when he leaves, why to leave betimes?
Now come, Hamlet, come. Take this hand from me.
My lord, I must ask you of your own forgiveness. These charges, these violences I've taken against you, they were but madness. Was Hamlet wrong to Laertes? Nay, not Hamlet. What land has Hamlet been taken? For that I know not. The madness was Hamlet's enemy, Laertes. Hamlet of the party that was wrong, never Hamlet. So I pray you, on the audience, as much as courteous crowd, I ask you to understand that I've shot an arrow over the house and have struck my brother.
I am satisfied in nature, whose motive in this case should stir me most to my revenge. But in my terms of honor, I stand aloof and will no reconcilement, till by some elder master's known honor I have a voice in President of Peace to keep my name on board. Till that time, I do receive your offered love like love, will
not wrong it.
May I humbly receive it. Come, my lord, the foils.
Come one for me.
All your foil, Laertes. A skill shall, like in the darkest night, as a star stick a fiery indeed.
You mock me, sir.
No, no, nay, by this hand.
Give them the foils, young Osric. Now, cousin Hamlet, thou knowest the wager.
I do, my lord. Now from the odds are the weaker side.
Oh, I doubt it not. I've seen you both, but since he is better, we have therefore odds.
This one's too heavy. Let me see another.
This one likes me well. These foils all the same length.
I might, good lord.
Set these cups down. Now come, begin, and judges keep a wary eye.
Come, sir. One!
No!
Judgment!
A hit, a very palpable hit.
Well, again.
But stay. Hamlet, this pearl is thine. Give it drink.
I will not drink till I finish this bout.
Another! Touch, I do confess.
Our son shall win.
He's fat and scant of breath. Come hither, my dear Hamlet, let me wipe thy face. The queen carouses to thy fortune, Hamlet.
Gertrude, do not drink.
I will, my lord, I pray you pardon me.
Oh, it is the poison cup.
Let me wipe that first.
Get him now.
Oh, I think it not.
This almost gets my conscience.
Come, sir. You would dally. I fear you will make a wanton of me.
So,
Nothing, neither way.
Come! Another!
Look to the queen there, ho!
They bleed on both sides. How is't, my lord?
Who is it, Laertes?
I is a woodcock on my known spring Joseph.
That's the queen.
Oh, she swoons to see them bleed.
No. The drink. The drink, my dear Hamlet. I am poisoned.
Villainy! Let the doors be locked! A traitor, seek it out!
Here! Hamlet, thou art slain. No medicine in the world can do thee good. In thee there is not half an hour of life. The treacherous instrument is in thy hand, unbaited and envenomed. The foul practice hath turned itself on me. Here I lie, never to rise again. Thy mother's poisoned. I can no more. The king's to blame.
Point. Envenom too? Envenom to thy work!
Treason!
So say you, good my lord. Will I drink of this potion? Is thy union here? Join my mother!
friends. Defend me, I am but hurt.
He is justly served. It is a poison tempered by himself. Exchange forgiveness with me, noble Hamlet. Mine and my father's death come not upon thee, nor thine on me.
Let heaven sweep my way. I'll be with you soon. Oh, wretched queen of you. Oh, I die, Horatio. On this audience here of the silent, the tales I could tell. But nay, that Sergeant Death, he's but struck in his time. I die, Horatio, but thou livest. I must continue on and tell of my continuing sis.
Never believe it. I am more an antique Roman than a Dane. Here's yet some
Give me
liquor
the cup!
left.
Give me the cup! As art a man. Horatio, as long as thou loved me, with felicity keep in this state. Make it known, my life to the unknowing. Or die, Horatio. The poison arrow crows me with spirit. But I leave us now behind. Indeed, and many more. And I must tell of what I've seen. All else is silence.
Here cracks a noble heart. Good night, sweet prince and flights of angels, sing thee to thy rest.